Welcome back to the tutorial on how to become a published developer on Google Play using Godot with absolutely no experience, step by step. So if you were following along the tutorial series, in tutorial 0, we designed our game and got some work items into GitHub. In tutorial 1, we implemented our first scene, our loading screen. And in tutorial 2, just the tutorial before this, we implemented it such that our level select screen now loads our game screen. We talked about how to instantiate multiple scenes, how to use scenes within other scenes, and how to pass data in between these scenes. Some very fundamental Godot beginner concepts to start extrapolating and building more complicated app functionality. So today we're also doing something very exciting. We are going to be integrating Google Play Game Services into our application using a plugin, step-by-step process, very easy. Now, to be honest with you, there is a few configuration and minor details that we need to handle out first. So we may not be doing too much actual programming today, but there's a couple configuration steps in the Google Play console and the Google Cloud console that we need to do in order to get our game ready to go to be integrated with the Google Play Game Services. So the reason why I want to go over this step by step is because a lot of the tutorials I've seen out there are missing this piece of functionality. They jump right into the code and they want to teach you how to code, but here this tutorial is designed specifically to get you to publish a game on the Google Play App Store, and so these steps are critical to your path to success and achieving your goals. So what I need you to do is come to the Google Play console, and I need you to come here and go create application. The application I'm creating is called Fluzzle, and make sure that you hit game here. The plugin we're using for the Google Play Game Services will not work if you select app, so make sure you hit game, and we're making a free application, and we have to go ahead and click these buttons. Once you're good, go ahead and click Create App. Okay, so once your application is created, you should see, here, let me move my face. You should see your app name up here in the top right. I have made the application called Fluzzle, and you'll see over here it says Draft. Now we got to get started on a whole bunch of different tasks. So what we want to do to go ahead and kickstart the Google Play Game Services integration is come here and go to configuration. So let's go ahead and go create a new Play Game Services project. And now what we need to do is connect a cloud project. Pop over here to the Google Cloud console. You see console.cloud.google.com. Go ahead and log into your developer account, and once again in this drop down, go ahead and click New Project. I'm going to call this project called Fluzzle, and we don't need to set a parent organization. Here you want to select create a new Play Game Services project, and come to this drop down. You should see your new project that you've created here. And select it. If you don't see it, just hit refresh cloud projects. The drop down will refresh, and you'll see it here in the drop down, and go create new cloud project. In the bottom right here, click use. Okay, so now we see a list of items that we need to do to set up Play Game Services. So it says here, adding Play Game Services to your game to get frictionless zero-click sign-in, access to friends, player list, and more. This more is access to achievements, access to leaderboards. So we need to create the Oauth consent screen in the Google Cloud platform. So hop over here and come here and come here to APIs and Services and go to Oauth consent screen. And then come to Clients. Hit the Get Started button. Let's fill out some information here. So the app's name is Fluzzle. Support email is my email. audience external, contact information, my email, and agree, create. Now we should be able to make an Oauth client. Come here and go create client. Android, make sure you type Android. And we'll name this Fluzzle Oauth. And now we need to decide on a Android manifest XML package name. So I'm going to say com.fluzzle.puzzle. And now we need to figure out our SHA-1 certificate fingerprint. What you need to do is come here to test and release, app integrity, and in play app signing, go to settings and copy this SHA-1 certificate fingerprint and hop back over to your Google Cloud and go save. So this is the SHA-1 certificate fingerprint that you need to use in your Google Cloud console. So that will be generated for you here in underneath app integrity, app signing, because we are using the signing by Google Play setting. Okay, so once you have created your OAuth 2.0 client ID, then you're going to want to come back to your configuration and hit refresh here. And if you've done everything right, you can go add credential, and you should see the value come down here in the drop down, and we can go ahead and hit save changes. Okay, so now we have created our credentials, created our OAuth consent screen, we've created a Play Game Services project. Our next step is adding the Play Game Services SDK to use the APIs. And so that is where this plugin comes in. So the link will be in the description. And since we are doing a tutorial on Godot 4.5.1, come down here to the releases section and grab this addons.zip. And all you need to do is go ahead and take this addons.zip file. You see I already downloaded it the other day, and unzip it and go ahead and take this whole folder here, this whole add-ons folder, and just copy it and hop over to your code and hop over to your code in Word Game, Fluzzle, and just paste it. So now you should have an add-ons folder in your project directory. Hop back over to Godot. And you may see some of these errors. That's no worries. All we got to do is just reload the IDE. So reloading the IDE, i.e. reloading Godot, and reopening the project. Coming here to project settings, and plugins, we should now see godot-play-game-services by the author and hit enabled. So if you've done everything correctly, you should now see an additional option down here called godot-play-game-services. Now, before we submit our ID, we need to set up our export. So if you go export here, you probably won't see any presets here. But if you go to add and hit Android, .fluzzle.puzzle. Make sure that you set this package name to the same package name that you set in the Google Cloud console, and make sure that you have signed on. Set your game name to Fluzzle, and again, make sure that this still says game. in your keystore here, you need to link the keystore file. So to make your own keystore, what you need to do is go ahead and type in this command. Generate key pair, give it an alias, we'll call it my keystore. Use key algorithm RSA, give it a size of 2048. This will make sure that it is secure. Validity, this is for 10,000 days. And then give it a keystore final name, not an alias. Go ahead and hit enter. Make sure you enter a password. And then you're going to have to go ahead and answer these questions. And there, we've gone ahead and generated our key pair. You need to link the keystore file that you made in the previous steps. For me, it's going to look like this. Now we need to set up our Android build template. So come over here, come to project and go install Android build template and hit install. Now coming back to export. Seems like we've got a small error here. So let's just go show project settings and turn this to on. And we'll go save and restart. Hit save, and now when we come back here, go to export and hit this. We don't have any issues. For this, we actually want to export AAB and do use Gradle build. This is architecture is fine. Make sure you set your key store again. Our version code will be 1. It's our first release, our first internal release. Again, make sure this says signed. And we can worry about everything later. So now, after we've installed the Android build template, this value down here is now going to be working. So what you need to do is come to your Google Play Game Services, Setup and Game Management Configuration, and grab your application ID. Hop back over to Godot and add your application ID here and hit submit. Okay, so now that we have the godot-play-game-services and we've set our game ID and hit submit, our next step is to initialize the plugin. So this information is available in the documentation, but in the enter tree function, we need to call initialize on the plugin. And it's as easy as doing this. So godot-play-game-services.initialize. So now when we go ahead and launch our application, you will see this error message, godot-play-game-services not found. Google Play Game Services will not work. Now this is as expected when we are running on the emulated application. This will not be the case when we are running on our own Android device, which we will get to eventually. Okay, so now that we've got all of that back-end configuration stuff out of the way, let's call it a day on this tutorial. And our next tutorial, we are going to be loading our application onto our Android device and seeing that we have frictionless zero login enabled. There will be a few more lines of code that we have to use within this plugin in order to program that zero-click frictionless sign-in with the Google Play Game Services. But trust me for now, our plugin is now initialized correctly, and in the next tutorial we will be downloading our word game puzzle Fluzzle onto our Android phone and running our application for real. Really big steps. We are making great moves towards becoming a published Google Play developer. I will see you in the next tutorial. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, comment down below if you're having issues. I will try my best to help. Catch you later.